You've almost made it out. You did the really
Hello,
hard thing.
my name is Mike Pfaff,
You swear
and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, last time we got together, a couple days ago, we had part 2 in our series on what happens when you change the way you look at things. And actually, this question comes from a comment made by Max Planck, the father of quantum physics. And that's what his observation was. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And it's not a metaphor. It's a physical thing. As much physical as anything can be in the illusion. Now, we're starting out a little bit different. I'm covering up my board a little bit with another diagram. And so I want to go through the other diagram before we get back into what our discussion is going to be for today, because it will be relevant. Now, I have 2 diagrams on here. One of them is glasses, or the glasses like you have here on your face, like I do. And the other is a diamond. Now, there was a time in my life experience where I made jewelry and sold all kinds of jewelry. And during that time, I bought used jewelry. And one of the items that I would buy sometimes had diamonds in them. So I learned a little bit about diamonds. And so this is a little diagram of a diamond. Now, you recognize I only make stick figures, and this is as close as I can come. So make believe the center section here is a diamond that has been polished, all its facets set. And this is all very geometric, how the facets are put in. So when light, if you think of light up here, light coming in to the diamond, it goes in and then it hits the side or a facet and then comes across and then leaves. So what's out here comes in and through the diamond, and these angles and the facets are all very precise because coming in and going out, no distortion. So when you look at the diamond, now you got all this light coming in. I only drew one line. You could draw another line. Let's draw another line. So these angles are all very precise, and this is usually called a brilliant cut, because what goes in comes out. Very expensive if what's inside the diamond is pure. Now, most diamonds are not. They have impurities in them, and it changes the color, it changes the brilliance, it changes how they pass information. So if you had a diamond that had encapsulated in it little pieces of carbon that didn't get transformed, depending on where they are and how many. When the light comes in and hits it, it gets distorted. And the light won't come back out the same way. It'll be less brilliant. It won't be as nice. It won't look like it has an inner life or an inner fire. And it's due to the impurities. Now, the same thing is true with your glasses, if you happen to wear glasses like I do. Now, usually this used to be glass. Most of the time it isn't now. It's plastic, a specific kind of plastic. And you don't want any impurities in it. Because again, as the light comes in to your glasses, you have an inner lens in your eye, and it focuses, the light comes in, and the lens focuses it on the back of the eye, so that you see something clear. But if the lens has impurities in it, or your eye, like cataracts, are kind of foggy, you're not going to get a sharp vision. So the lens and what's in it has to do with how you perceive your world. In the diamond, how brilliant is the stone? How much inner life does it seem to have? And how clear is the transmission of information from going into the stone to coming out of the stone? Oh, now let's see how we can use that in a moment to look at our model from last week, and then we will change it right before your eyes to something else. So, stay tuned. And here we are with the last video's model, which we're going to change. But before we do, I want to make sure you have another insight into it. Outside of you, everything in the form of energy. Everything indicates infinite energy. Another word you may use for this, and I do at times, is consciousness. Consciousness is fundamental. Everything comes from consciousness. Now, your senses are picking up information about this energy system and its fixed patterns. It is taking it into your lens of perception, and it is filtering it through your experience with life, which are now memories. So basically, the filtering mechanism in here are your memories. So as the information comes in, you filter it out, which is not relevant to you at this time. And then out of that comes meaningful information, data for you, from which you make your inner constructed world. And you project it onto the outside energy system. And as I said before, these fixed patterns and the objects that you create in here, when you project it, will overlie those fixed patterns. But not all of them, because you filtered a lot of the information out. So this information coming to you and what's on the other end of the filter is distorted. Is distorted by your belief system, which is made up of memories. Now, we said before that in this filter are going to be memories that are a sense of guilt, a sense of shame, a sense of depression, all kinds of emotional things are going on in here based upon your belief system and your memories. So you are not seeing through your lens, through your diamond, you are not seeing the brilliance that's out here. You are seeing a distortion, and you are creating your world from that distortion and then throwing it onto the energy system and believing that this inside world is out here. Not. Now, how can we change that? Now, I gave you some clues, so I'm going to maybe give you a couple more. I said you have to heal your memories. You have to heal your past negative memories. Now, here we have, with a certain filter, we have a certain constructed world inside. So now, if you heal your negative memories, for instance, the one around shame, you heal that one. And the one about something that you wish you would have done different, you heal that one. And the one that you yelled at your kids or abused them in certain ways and wish you would have done something different, you heal that. Because the past is gone. The past is not here. You cannot change the past. Why? It's not here. It's not here to change. What's here? Your memories of your interpretation of the past. Those you can change. So as we go through this process of change and you keep taking out what isn't important at this time, I want you to begin to recognize you're going to change the data here. You're going to change the world that you create on the inside and project onto the outside. And as this becomes pristine, as this becomes pristine, begin to recognize this out here energy system, this consciousness, and your world become closer and closer and closer. So that what you create and what is out here become the same. You are the creator of what's in here. Consciousness is the creator of all of this energy system. When you heal you, these two come closer and closer and closer together. So what is another name for what you might call out here? Not really, but kind of a name. You might think of this as Brahman or the Oversoul. And what do you got in here? Well, you got your soul, or Atman. And as you clear this up, as you become aware of who you are, The outside and the inside become one. And what might you say about this? This is consciousness. This moves towards consciousness or being conscious. Atman and Brahman move together until all is unity. Oh, you as the creator can do fantastic things. And when you recognize that your lens can change, that you can heal yourself, that you can let go of the past, then you truly are the creator of your universe. Be good to yourself. You are much more than you think you are. And we will see you again here in the illusion. Bye now. See how quickly I can return because I forgot an add-on from A Course in Miracles. And here's what it is. And I thought it was worth coming back for you to get some idea about. And from the Course, for forgiveness literally transforms vision and lets you see the real world reaching quietly and gently across chaos, removing all illusions that had twisted your perception and fixed it on the past, that has twisted your perception and fixed it on the past, and the past doesn't exist. It's a memory in your mind, and you can change it if it doesn't support you. There's nothing in the past that is real or physical. Oh, we have much to talk about here in the illusion. And look forward to seeing you next time here in the illusion. Bye now.